All right, a lot of talk since, well, it's been going on all week about what was going on at the WM Phoenix Open. And I asked Carl about it earlier in today's show. And, my thoughts on it are pretty much along the lines of saying, I think that golf is trying really hard to change its stuffy kind of penny loafer image and move towards more towards the elixir of young people in the game of golf. What happened in this past week, now it's going to be accentuated by long delays, et cetera, but it's also tied to a philosophy, is that you had the question of when is enough? When do you say when? This was Claire Rogers saying, what does everyone think about today at the WM Phoenix Open? Benny On answering with an expletive, saying it's a blank show, totally out of control on every hole. Sahith Thigala on the WM Phoenix Open said, yeah, it was pretty epic. A lot of just hearing the cheers is pretty epic. A bunch of guys with my name and my face on their shirts out there. The officer was telling me people got too drunk, but it was all in good fun, and hopefully everyone stayed safe. It's a blast. It's a blast. There's definitely some people that aren't the best drunks, but for the most part, it's all positive and it's a fun atmosphere. You do have to block some of it out at certain times, that's for sure, but still kind of in full embrace mode. Jordan Spieth, not sure if he was in full embrace mode when the week was all said and done, as he was quoted here, though, saying, it was Saturday at the Phoenix Open. I think I had heard when I went home and when I came back, I couldn't come the same direction. The police officers had blocked it off, so I drove up and I said, how am I supposed to get back to the course? He said, we're over capacity. It's hazardous, so we've got to go through a different way. Once he said that, I thought maybe we were in a little bit of trouble this afternoon, but we were on the front nine, so it was a little less rowdy, and I heard they stopped alcohol sales. He continued from there. So my thought is this, and I love it or hate it. I actually think that the PGA Tour needs more of the WM Phoenix Open. I think the WM Phoenix Open needs less of itself. And what I mean by all of that is to say that I think it's great that we are in a situation where people will commonly say, especially if they're detractors of the WM Phoenix Open, it's good one time a year. I think we need a level of excitement, maybe not to that peak, but we need a level of excitement in tour events every week that approximates that. Can we make tour events an epicenter of the social scene as well as a competitive event? And can you do it with true balance? Because therein lies the real magic.